Okay, happy bye week to you and yours. It is midday Wednesday. The Patriots are enjoying their first of 5 days off, and so am I, kind of, except for I'm talking to you. But if you listened to our last episode, I told you what this episode is going to be all about. 4-minute drills over and over and over again, because this has been a new segment this year, well received, a lot of fun. And in case you missed any particular episode, you probably missed one of these 4-minute drills, which in case you've missed all of the episodes and somehow just parachuted in for this last one during the bye, first of all, find something better to do. Number two, the 4-minute drill has been a 4-minute interview with guys like Pop Douglas. Joe Milton came by, Marcus Jones. Why am I not thinking of better Patriots players off the top of my head? Oh, Kendrick Bourne's been there. Hunter Henry joined in this summer. We had Kyle Duggar. Okay, Christian Gonzalez popped in. There we go. I've got you hooked. Anyway, all of those 4-minute drills from during the regular season, we're going to skip the training camp ones, are going to be in this episode. So you will learn new things about Christian Gonzalez and Kyle Duggar and Kendrick Bourne and Pop Douglas all in the next 40, 50, I don't even know how many minutes this is. But first, I wanted to thank you, as always, for listening. We had a couple of people reach out. We made their Spotify Wraps. This is the day where your Instagram is just polluted with everyone else's favorite songs and artists. But for those of you who have listened and continue to watch or just started, thank you. It sincerely is appreciated. Building this podcast and this show has been one of the best parts of my career, certainly over the last 3-4 years. Other part, we're going to pay some bills right up top. Then we're going to get to the 4-minute drills and get out of here. 2 more episodes coming next week when the Patriots come back. Again, players are off until Sunday, so there's no news. You can rest up. You could do whatever you want until next week. We'll have 2 more episodes and keep rolling through the end of the regular season. But while you watch games this Sunday, I would highly encourage you to support the folks who support us, starting with Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, because you can win real money as you watch football, and it's this simple. This simple. You make 4 picks, and you can win up to 100 times your money. That's it. You pick 4 players. You build a lineup at Prize Picks. Every player comes with the stat. You go more or less. Last week, we went 2-0. Drake made more than half a touchdown pass. Just half. Sometimes it's that easy. Hunter Henry, more than 43.5 receiving yards against the Colts. He finished with 75. So that's what you do at Prize Picks. If you're watching games there, or the NBA, or the NHL, or tons of other sports, that's all you have to do. You build a lineup, pick more or less on those players, and you can win up to 100 times your money. Plus, you get that money back with Venmo. So go to Prize Picks right now, and you will actually get $50 instantly in a bonus the first time you play your first $5 lineup. Again, your takes, your thoughts, your picks straight into money. Again, sign up today and download the Prize Picks app. You get a $50 bonus instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't even need to win to get the $50. Just play the first $5 lineup. That $50 bonus is guaranteed. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use code CLNS. That's the key part. You need the promo code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Now, if you would like to go to a game, which UConn basketball, big fan here, graduate, 2013. I'm not going because I'm a little bit sick. But if I was, I would be going to watch them play Baylor tonight by using Game Time. And you can use Game Time, the best secondary ticket marketplace you will find anywhere for football games, basketball games, hockey games, concerts, shows, theaters, because they have a lowest price guarantee for tickets anywhere. Okay, there's no reason to go anywhere. They have the lowest price guarantee, and you know this because if you find a lower price elsewhere, they give you 110% of the difference. Not my favorite feature of Game Time, though. It is the seat view. So if you want to go to one of the Patriots' last few games, they're playing the Chargers, they're playing the Bills, or if you want to go on the road, beautiful sunny Arizona, you can find out exactly what it looks like from your seat, or you can do that for, again, basketball games, hockey games, concert shows. So go to Game Time right now. Use Game Time Picks, filters out all the fluff. They give you their best deals right up front, all in pricing, and again, the seat view. So go to Game Time right now, create an account, use code CLNS, the same code, CLNS, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CLNS for $20 off at Game Time. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game Time. All right, time for some of your favorite Patriots players, as you've never heard them before, on a 4-minute drill, full 4-minute drill episode of the Pats Interference Podcast. Please enjoy. I will see you next week. All right, here with Hunter Henry after Patriots training camp practice. He is the first guest on a new segment, 4-minute drill, where typically you're trying to run out the clock on a 4-minute drill, but that is the only thing you can't do. You can answer these questions alternating football with non-football, however you like. You've already committed to running out the clock on the first question, which I think was like false starting on your part, but we'll see how this goes. You ready?
Yeah, I probably won't do that, but whatever. We'll see what happens.
Very good. All right, clock has started. We saw you getting a little scrap there. The heat of training camp. Anthony Jennings, the regret is already on his face. Would you like to give me a one-line cliche answer about things happening in camp? And it really wasn't that big of a deal.
I don't know if there's a one-liner there, but like you said, it is hot, and we're in the middle of camp, and it was just me and my other tight end out there, just gritting and grinding. So it was just a little bit of scrap. It's just kind of what comes with the territory a little bit.
Cool. All right, that was like a 6 out of 10 on the cliche scale. I think you did pretty good.
Okay, perfect.
We were chatting last year because you had a couple best man speeches to give recently. I want you to tell us the best line from one of those speeches and how it landed.
Oh, man. Gosh. Okay. Honestly, probably my first brother. I was pretty nervous for that one, and he's 4 years younger than me. So there's a big age gap. But my dad always just, when he was younger and we started playing football, we just played Oklahoma's drill in the front yard. So I hit on that a few times, just literally me and my brother were just in the front yard. He's 6, I'm 10, and we were just clashing each other in the front yard. Pretty good times, something that we could relive for sure is good.
So good family times in the Henry household means maximum violence right in public on the front yard.
Yeah, it paid off. It paid off. Look at us now, so it's all right.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, back to football. One myth or misconception, either in the media or fans think about the game, that if you could just clear up forever, hey, this is not the case. This is really the truth about my position or the game itself.
I don't know if people realize how tough a position maybe tight end is, and just how complex it is. I think I would love to have someone just sit in that seat and just like mentally and physically, like everything that we have to do. Obviously, I think it's mentally we're the second behind the quarterback on offense, but we are asked to do a lot. It's tough.
I'd agree. I think the tough part is you followed Gronk, who we all assume could maybe not handle it necessarily, but that's more his public persona than actually the football IQ. Back to non-football. So again, you gave those speeches. What was one line that did not land particularly well? Joke you had teed up, you felt good about it, maybe your wife said it was
didn't good? There wasn't anything too crazy. There was a story I wanted to tell, and my dad went first, and he told it, so I had to completely scrap that out of my speech. So that was kind of a last-minute adjustment to my speech that I didn't really want to do.
Did it go well though for your dad?
It went well for my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, it went well for my dad. So good for my dad. He stole it from me though.
All right, we're closing in and under 2 minutes left. Give us your favorite moment as a Patriot.
Man, probably my first touchdown was up there for sure. We lost that game. That was the Tampa game, but that was a fun game in a way and a fun moment just to kind of, I felt like relaxed me in a way just being here, and I hit the ground running a little bit after that. Yeah, prime time in the rain. You guys are building that second half comeback. I think the game ended with just about 2 minutes left, so all went well. Give us the Olympic sport you would love to jump into tomorrow if you just got to go to Paris. I was actually just talking about this with my wife.
Okay.
I think I could play handball.
Yeah?
I was watching that.
handball.
I was watching that the other day on TV, and I was like, I think I could play that.
Yeah?
Out of all the sports, I think I could pick that up pretty fast.
I love it. I think it should be more popular.
No offense to the handballers, but I don't know. I'm an elite athlete, so I think I could pick it up.
Yeah. Probably less thinking than tight end, too, so you just get to react and play. All right, under a minute left here. Can you, from any system, you've played in a lot of offensive coordinators, just rattle off a play call you like?
12 duo.
Oh, come on. Even
That's
I know
easy.
what duo is. I'm looking for something that sounds Turkish to the rest of us, but it's like footballese.
Oh, man. Let's go like F-sling shot to Buffalo right and counter, 2 jet, Y chase, X comeback.
I love that. You see this?
Ooh, right on it.
One last one. Your least favorite question in a press conference?
Y'all just trying to ask about what the quarterback's going on probably right now, and that's probably my least favorite right now. We're a weekend, so.
All right, very good. Next time, we'll be talking to Hunter Henry about the quarterbacks. You heard it here for the Pats Interference Podcast. I appreciate you, buddy.
All right, dude. Appreciate it.
So it was a big day for Pop Douglas, not just because he had the first 3 catches, I think, in team periods today here after Patriots training camp, but because he joins the 4-minute drill, new segment of the Pats Interference Podcast. I told Hunter Henry last week, I know 4-minute drills, you're trying to run out the clock. But here, you're just answering questions, football, then non-football. I'll start the clock and we'll go. Sound good?
Let's get it.
All right, appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
So first question for Pop Douglas here in the 4-minute drill. Can you confirm the rumors, the very serious, real rumors that your hand injury was the result of Joe Milton just throwing you a pass?
That's kind of true. Working out. Yeah, we were working out in the summer together. He launched the ball. I go to grab it, and then I trip and fall on my hand.
So I thought it was too hard. It turns out that's actually true. This joke that we start the segment with leads to some reporting.
Training together. That's crazy.
All right. Hope you don't get too much trouble here for that one. Let's go. You told us late last year, I'll never forget this, in front of your locker room in a small scrum, that your name is actually spelled DE capital M, DeMario. Mm-hmm. What does it feel like when your name as an adult changes? How did you find out? What was that feeling like?
Oh, how did I find out that M was capital in my name?
Yeah. Your name suddenly you had been writing incorrectly your whole life.
Yeah, I was writing it incorrectly. I brought something home to my mama, and she was like, "You know the M in your name capital?" The whole time I was spelling my name with the lowercase m.
So were we.
It was crazy.
Yeah. That settled now, the capital M?
No, I write it capital M, since that was like 3rd grade, 4th grade. That's when I found out.
All right, back to football. Tell us about a favorite concept. This could be high school, it could be college, it could be here in the NFL. What does the pass play look like, and what's your route?
Let's see. I say post wheel. Post wheel. I think I was scoring on a post wheel throughout my whole career.
Yeah?
Yeah, so hopefully I get a post wheel this year.
So obviously you're in the slot and running that wheel. You kind of go towards the sideline and then cut up and put on the afterburners.
Yep, and I ran the post too. I was going to score on both of those.
All right, very good. So players always talk about wanting to have a certain teammate in the foxhole. I love being in the trenches with this guy. He's got my back. Let's say Pop Douglas is in some kind of confrontation. Mm-hmm. Who's the receiver in the room you least want at your back? Be like, thanks for the help, but this guy maybe not in the middle of the scrum.
The least person I want?
Yeah.
I don't know. We got some dogs on the receiver. They mean.
All dogs
the receivers
across the board?
mean. Yeah. Let me see. KB.
Okay. Keep banged up.
KB.
All right, very good. We're closing in here in the 4-minute drill. I need 2 names, 2 quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. One that you faced last year and you really liked those reps going against this guy for whatever reason, got the best out of you. And the other one, you see him across the line. You're like, gosh.
Cornerback,
yep.
The one I like and the one I dislike?
Yes.
I think Bill's Teron Johnson.
Teron Johnson.
I think just because we see each other twice,
yep,
it's a good matchup. You talk about the one who I go against, and I'm like, I'm finna kill him.
He's like, I can't. Yeah, I just can't get around him.
Who? Oh, I don't see nobody.
And no difficulties?
No.
No?
No, I'm going to find a way to outwork.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
He sounds like a receiver. Couple more for Pop. We got about a minute left here in the minute drill. What is Pop Douglas doing when he gets home from a training camp practice like this one? What are you eating? What are you watching? Who are you hanging out with?
It depends on the day. So if I'm like really tired, I might go straight to the hotel. But if I'm going to get you.
Keon White dropping in.
If I don't go, I'm on NCAA.
Yeah?
I get my NCAA in. Yep, I got a new NCAA.
Okay, we're just going to stick with this because NCAA is on everyone's mind. Are you playing with Liberty? Who are you playing with? What kind of system?
I'm kind of defeated with Liberty right now. I think I won 1 game. I play with Ole Miss and PS5.
All right, so spread, yeah, PS5. Mm-hmm. Good man. All right, last question. We asked this to Hunter Henry. It's all in jest. What is your least favorite media question to get when you're talking to all of us at once?
Say when it's about somebody else.
Oh, why is that?
Just because, I don't want to say anything about anybody and then somebody turn it into something that is really not, So I just wanted to keep it to myself. So if I say something about myself, y'all can do whatever with it.
Yeah. We can even write your name incorrectly for the first 3 quarters of the season, and it's cool, as long as it's not anyone else. You see what that says?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. This has been the 4-minute drill for the Pats Interference Podcast. Pop, my man, appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Unlike a real 4-minute drill, you cannot run out the clock, so we got to go a rapid fire talk real. All right, ready, set. First one. Today essentially marks the end of training camp. Next week is a regular season style prep week. Mm-hmm. If I give you a little bit of truth serum, how happy are you that you're done with camp?
Very happy. It's an accomplishment to, get through camp, and it's a long grind. So to be done with it, it feels good.
All right, very good. So you told me a story, I think last season, maybe 2 years ago, about working at a Walmart once. We were talking about odd jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this giant milk pallet that spilled everywhere in the Walmart. You told me you had some sort of milk phobia. Can you update us on the milk phobia? Can you not smell it? Do you not want to see it? Obviously, you don't want to drink it.
Right. I haven't even drank milk in so long, and probably a couple years. I don't eat cereal too much, anything like that. So after that pallet of milk fell, it was a wrap.
Because it was a smell, right? It
was just over with.
All right, glad to be at a Walmart back in hometown Las Vegas. Let's go back to the field. The hardest hit you've taken in a game. I need the who, the when, and how to happen.
Finna get bro this clout. He used to play here. Landon Roberts.
Ooh, yes, dark grind.
Yeah, it was actually, he hit me twice. I ain't gonna lie. My 2 hardest hits I took from a Landon. So in my first game, he hit me. You know, we played him twice a year. The second game, he hit me.
So Miami 21, right? The season opener.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't go look at the receipts either. Just believe me.
Did you see him in Pittsburgh at all? Did he hit you at all when he was with them?
Nah.
All right, that's 2 football questions in a row. We're already breaking the rules here in the 4-minute drill. Mayo has talked to us about this new players' lounge. You got an Xbox in there. There's a PS5. There's pool. Give us a moment in there. Take us inside. I don't know if you're playing, but somebody else. Just take us inside the lounge.
Oh, yeah, just yesterday, me and Kevin Harris, last week, I ain't gonna lie, he beat me. South Carolina against Oklahoma. I was Oklahoma, of course. He's South Carolina. But yesterday, I got him back, beat him with some plays we run in practice, so it was kind of fun.
Okay, playing some NCAA. I still need to get that, but I also like my free time because I feel like I would just get home and get sucked into it.
Right.
All right, 2 players in the locker room. One who would make the best roommate, and someone who you would guess would make the worst roommate.
Best roommate, I would say KB.
Okay.
He'll just get you ready in the morning, bring that energy, and get you ready for your day, I feel like. And you said the worst?
Yeah.
The worst roommate?
I don't know if you're a neat guy, you don't mind a little slob, or they're up late, but
let me think.
We got 90 seconds.
I'm running the clock out.
Yeah. You're gonna get delay game.
Worst roommate? I'll say Pop Douglas, bro. He played too much.
Okay.
He's just too playful. He gonna be trying to, talk mess all day. I'm not with that. I'm just trying to chill, Pop.
He's off the ball. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Going off the field now. How does Ramondre Stevenson deliver the bad news of breaking up with someone? Are you a good breaker-upper?
I'm not. I'll just ghost you, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that's disrespectful.
I know.
All right, let's look ahead. Week 1, you're playing Cincy. You haven't seen these guys in a while, since 22.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me one thought, an actual real thought, not canned, like podium answer about facing the Bengals.
I know they have a great defense. Just how they fly around. It's not even the people, not even like the individual, just their defense as a whole. They play really nice together and they fly around. So hopefully we could match that on offense.
Would you play tomorrow if you could? Like if they just...
Of course, yeah. My body feel ready and I'm ready.
All right, last one. We got 20 seconds left. This is a staple on the 4-minute drill. What's your least favorite media question?
Least favorite media question? When y'all ask me about the quarterbacks.
Because you don't know what to say, or you don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm out there with him, but like, I'm not a quarterback.
Right.
I just know when he hands me off the ball, it's a good handoff.
Cool. All right, well, I'm going to hand it back to Jackson, our producer here. That's 4 minutes with Ramondre Stevenson. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, edition number 4 of the 4-minute drill here with number 5, Jabril Peppers. Excited to have you on. We got a long list of guests, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to having you on a little bit more than some guys that come up. All right, so here's the deal. Alternating football with non-football questions. Once I start the clock, we'll go. You can't run out the clock. That's the only rule. Ready, set, there we go. All right, Jabril, you take a lot of pride in being a physical dude, how hard you hit. Have you ever, in your entire football career, hit someone so hard you felt bad, a little bad?
No, never, no.
Never, not once.
It's the name of the game.
All right.
I'm not trying to, injure anybody, but I definitely want you to feel me.
Yeah. All right, off the field. How romantic is Jabril Peppers?
I'm a lover boy. I can't lie. You won't believe it about how I play football, but, I got a little romance to me.
Can you give us an example?
Flowers, at work, date nights, flower petals on the floor, things like that.
All right.
Yeah, I get into it.
That sounds like a Pro Bowl romantic right there. Going back to football, looking back at the last 2 years, I want you to give us an example of one of your favorite coverage disguises. So what you guys were showing on one play, what it ended up being, and then how the play went. Could have been a pick, pass deflection, or just an incompletion.
I think it was my first year here against Miami. We were showing a max blitz look. Then we broke out into like a match cover 2 look. Doug got a pick 6 on that. Stiff arm Teddy Bridgewater in the face. And then probably the Steelers look where I got the pick. We were trying to show not max but a little pressure. Try to show opposite. I kind of rolled into my half from a man-to-man alignment and made a great play on the ball. So
Yeah, it's a sim pressure there. That wasn't even a full blitz.
yeah, simulated. Yeah.
Good. All right, run it down. 2.5 minutes here in the 4-minute drill. What are you watching at home? Like, give us a show, a couple movies.
Blacklist. I just finished Your Honor. Presumed Innocent. I was watching House of Dragon, but I think that's on standby right now.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just think that's how they did it, or maybe it was the season finale. I'm not sure. And Power, the Book of Tariq, or the Book of Ghosts. That's on standby. It's coming back out in September.
All right, if you got to recommend one, what should the people watch?
Definitely Presumed Innocent or Your Honor, for sure.
Okay, back to the field. If I'm chirping Jabril Peppers at the start of a game, and you don't really know me, I know you're up in your scouting report, but I'm a practice squad guy, and you don't know me. What does Jabril Peppers say back to me?
Like, who are you?
That's it. That's keep it sweet and not so simple.
Keep it short and sweet, because that'll hit harder than you going back and forth with them.
All right.
Guys have done that to me, so I know from experience.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that leads to the next question. Is that I think you were at one time the biggest recruit in the country, number 1 in the entire country, which would then make you famous. Everyone should have known high school, college who Jabril Peppers was. Yeah. So that makes me wonder, what was the first time someone asked you for an autograph?
Definitely high school. Probably like my freshman year.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you take that?
It was new. It was new for me coming from Pop Warner. I went up and played for the number 1 team in the country at the time. Ended up starting on varsity. Had a good year. Got some scholarships, and after that, the rest is kind of history.
Do you know for a fact that is he on eBay anywhere? Do you think that person made money off of that, like holding on to it?
Probably if he was smart. He probably held on to it, probably sold it by now. But if he did it, it's good sentimental value in that.
All right, under a minute left. Who in the locker room would you least like to date your sister?
Shoot. Probably like Pop or Taekwondo, one of those guys, one of the receivers probably.
All right, so you just did him dirty, but you played by the rules. Why? Give us one quick reason why.
I don't know. If I had a sister, I wouldn't let none of my teammates date my sister, but if I had to choose, it'd probably be somebody out that receiver room.
Okay, I got it. A receiver thing. Yeah, very good. Last one. I've asked everyone this question. What is your least favorite media question?
I feel like I'm been doing this for so long, I could kind of answer anything. I just remember that I can control my answer. I can't control what they ask, but I can control my answer for sure. Good
man. You can control the clock. That was at the buzzer. Jabril Peppers, all-star, all-pro performance, and a Pro Bowl romantic. We got to learn about that. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. All right, another 4-minute drill. Pat's Interference Podcast. We got John Jones here hanging out with us here today. Just gave him the drill. Football question, not football question. We start the clock, and then we go. We were actually chatting the other day about you flying planes. And this is not the start just yet. This is me buying time so I can pull up the clock on my phone. Have you flown anywhere in the last 48 hours since we last talked?
48 hours, no.
Okay, good. Well, we're going to start another football question. Here we go. Hardest receiver to cover early in your career?
Early in my career, I was in the slot a lot. So Miami had Jarvis Landry. He was a tough cover, early in my career.
All right, let's go back to the air. So John learned how to fly, got his pilot's license not too long ago. I want to know the wildest ask by a friend or family member to you about, oh, hey, can you just bring me here real quick?
I don't know. Julian wants to go to the Bahamas, so hey, we'll see. His old teammate, he wants to go to the Bahamas, so that's crazy. That's one of the crazy ones. So.
Would that have happened if he had stayed here?
Maybe so. We'll never know. He should have stayed.
That sounds like a soft no. Moving on. Back to non-football. So Hunger Games wants to make a movie, except that's real life, and it's everyone in this locker room. Who's the last one standing?
Me. Of course.
Of course?
Of course it's me.
Okay, you got to give me a runner-up then.
Runner-up? After me, who could I say would be next? Big Mike. Big Mike, I think he's a good candidate. He knows a lot of information. Maybe Hunter, some guys who can move a little bit but know a lot of information at the same time.
Okay, I was going to say Mike is not moving a whole lot of bit. That's why I call him Big Mike. When's the last time you chatted with Bill Belichick?
It's been a while. I have to check in on him soon.
Yeah.
So he's on Instagram now, so I gotta see what that's about.
He's on everything. What does that make you feel like? This guy is Mr. Media right now. He's got 7 different jobs.
Man, he's enjoying it. Looks like he's enjoying where he's at right now. That's what it looks like to me.
All right, closing in on 2 minutes through the 4-minute drill. What's the worst date you ever went on?
Worst date? Oh, man. It's been some bad ones, but we're not going to reminisce on the past. Happily married, so the old days don't matter. I got a good one.
Nothing like you screwed this up or like didn't pick up the check or forgot something? Come on.
No, I'm pretty...
You said a lot. We got to get one.
Oh, man, I'm pretty good on dates. I think I've had to flake a couple of times. You know, obviously early in the career, you never know the schedule and things come up. So a little early flaking. I'd say I was a bad date early in my career.
Okay, so flaky.
Yeah.
Okay, but you learned.
Yeah, for sure. I learned to do better.
Most underrated player or most underrated teammate you ever had just didn't get enough credit.
Underrated teammates. I mean, as coming in as a special teams guy, I'd have to go with a special teams guy. Probably Ebner, you know, and the things he did for us early, you know, on special teams, right along with Slater. So definitely Ebner.
So what did you see then that we missed? You know, aside from like we're not watching all 22 of special teams kick coverage, right? But he made an impact. He was here for a while. Just
as a PP, I don't think people understand like what goes into making sure punts don't go blocked and how much that can change a game. You know, every coach says, hey, if the punts get blocked, you know, it's like some 90% chance of winning a game or some crazy statistic they throw out. But just a guy who can come in, do those things, and take over.
All right, John Jones gets a day to himself. No family obligations, no practice, no meetings, no work. He's just a home alone. What does the next 12 to 16 hours look like?
Oh, probably wake up, get some good food, maybe go out fishing for a little bit early in the morning, get around to golf, and then fly somewhere for dinner.
That is an ideal solo day. All of those solo activities, you just nailed it. We're under a minute here in the 4-minute drill. We got 2 more. Let's talk about your least favorite media question. You've been here a while. You're the old man here. I think you got a nap later after practice. What's your least favorite media question?
I don't know. A lot of them get redundant, you know, the typical questions that you know you're going to ask. But least favorite was like, what happened? Why did we lose? I don't know. At some point, you know, you guys watched the game. You saw the points that were scored or the turnovers or what happened. So I guess why did we lose? I guess that was kind of a typical.
All right, 15 seconds. Let's do the opposite of that. Why are you going to win on Sunday?
Why are we going to win? I think we're going to dominate the trenches, dominate up front, and then make plays. Just put together some consistent drives on offense, and then on the back end on defense, you know, get off the field.
There it is, clock management, 4 minutes on the dot. He's John Jones and Major Callahan. Thank you very much, bro. Here with Keon White, another 4-minute drill on the Pats Interference Podcast. Keon just got the rundown, football to non-football. We'll start the clock. Go till there's 4 minutes left. Keon, first question. How long would I need to train to beat you in an arm wrestling contest?
All your life.
All my life?
Yeah.
Is there anyone in here that could out arm wrestle you?
Maybe Wise, Farms. They work out a lot. They work out in the morning a lot, for sure.
So just a D lineman?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for sure.
All right, football question. I think D linemen generally are underrated as far as what you have to do mentally, right? Going into each play, what you're looking for. Can you give us a mental checklist? You get the call, what you're looking for, what you're doing next.
Yeah, so prior to the call, you need to see what the down and distance is. Then once you get the call, you need to see where you're lining up with. You need to see the back location, where the quarterback's at, what's the receiver stances, sets, splits, offensive lineman stances, splits. You need to understand where your pressures are coming from behind you. And then you need to understand what the tendency and the offense wants to do in the situation that you're in.
Got it. So it's like going to class for 60 times based on how many snaps you have in a particular game. Back to non-football. Person in the world, quarterback or non-quarterback, you would most like to sack?
Probably my father, my dad.
Why's that?
Just to pretty much talk shit. I don't know. We got a pretty competitive relationship, so definitely non-quarterback, my dad.
Got it. Back to football. You mentioned pressure. Talk to us about your favorite pressure. It could be a blitz, a simulated pressure, or a certain rush, stunt. What does it look like? How does it work?
Favorite pressure, anyone where I could just run straight. So, like, anything like that, that's my favorite one.
All right.
Yeah.
Looked like that happened a couple times in Cincy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're almost at 2 minutes here in the 4-minute drill. Give us a moment, if this has ever happened, where Keon White cried in a movie. Have you ever cried in a movie?
Cried in a movie? Nah. I think the last time I cried in the last 20 years is probably when I got drafted.
That's it? The last 20 years?
Yeah.
Like, what was? Go ahead.
I don't know. Like, maybe when I was, like, getting whoopings when I was, like, a kid. Like other than that, I'm not crying for real. Not a crier.
Did you ever come close to crying in a non-football, non-whooping setting?
Nah, never. I don't remember. I couldn't tell you.
All right. Give us a scouting report. Keon White and Keon White.
Keon White, what do you mean Keon White? And Keon?
Like if I'm with the Seahawks right now and I'm reading their scouting report of Keon White, what does it say?
I don't know. I never really stopped to think about things like that. Like I kind of just like.
Well, we got some time now.
Yeah, so I'm just run fast. I'm gonna just go chase down plays. So I guess you got to finish the blocks for real. So.
All right. When this person texts you a good game or good play, it means a little bit more. Who is that person for you?
Probably my coaches. Those are the ones that know. Like I feel like with the whole like PFF and all these commentators and everything like that, how are you gonna grade somebody off of like something you don't know the play? So like your coaches know best. So I guess those are the ones that like mean the most. So.
What's the coach who meant the most? Like you got this text and maybe it was surprising or it just meant more because you were close. Like this coach is different from the rest.
I mean the coach I got now. So like Jerry, DC. So like those are the ones that's coaching me right now. So those are the ones that mean the most to me right now for real.
All right. Cheat day. What's Keon White eating? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What are you gorging on?
So like my Tuesdays I cook on the grill. So like I cook on the grill, have some people over, and those are my things. I love the grill as much as possible. So that's my cheat day meal.
What's on the grill?
Yesterday I did jerk chicken, the bourbon glazed salmon, cabbage, anything. I throw up anything on the grill for real.
You have any sports writers over ever?
Nah, no sports writers. Just
all right. We'll work on that. Last one. You used to play tight end. Ex-defensive players here have caught a couple passes. Mike Vrabel being the most famous among them. Are you ready to catch a touchdown pass this year if need be?
Man, for sure. I never caught a touchdown pass in college, so I feel like I got to get one eventually.
All right. Keep an eye out for him. He's Keon White. Play a little offense, of course, on defense. Running straight. That's the scouting report. Appreciate you, man.
For sure. No problem.
Wrapping up another episode. As promised, Kyle Duggar here for a 4-minute drill. You know the drill. Football questions on football questions. We start the clock. We get out of here. Here we go. Number one. If you could hit this teammate every single day in practice, who would it be?
Hit this teammate. Pop.
Pop? Why?
Yeah, Pop talk a lot.
Okay. Kyle Duggar gets into an Uber. Do you share when someone asks inevitably, oh, what do you do for a living? That you're an NFL player, or how do you handle the Uber?
I say I play ball. Typically, I don't really share unless they keep digging. I don't want to lie. But nah, I don't share at first.
You don't lie at all?
I don't like to lie, nah.
Because ball only invites more questions, right? Is it baseball? Is it football? Basketball?
Sometimes, yeah, some people you can tell they want to ask questions, but they don't. And those are usually the people I appreciate. But, yeah, it depends.
All right, name an opponent you played against you find is super underrated by the media?
Ooh, an opponent? You're going to have to give me some time for that one. Yeah, I would have to think about it. I can't really think of anybody off the top.
Okay, we'll come back to it. Going back to non-football, what's something in your house as a parent you do that makes you either a good cop or a bad cop? And are you a good cop or bad cop at home?
I'm definitely bad cop, for sure.
Why?
Because when I come home, my son at 2 already knows, like, he gets to look, like he knows I'm going to be on him pretty tough about things. Like, I'll make my 2-year-old, like, clean up, like, messes, like, and like stand there until he finishes cleaning it, because he's really smart. So I know he can do it, and I don't think he appreciates that too much. But I got to do it.
That sounds like something you had to do.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, chores was a non-negotiable.
Okay, let's say you hear something in the media and you stand next to them until they get this right. What's something that's a misconception or it's been said that you want them to clean up that mess? Something you could clean up for good. We say this, it's not true about football.
About football or myself?
About football.
I would say just how easy it is in general. Like, I feel like a lot of people when they watch it, they're like, oh, it's easy, just do this. See it this way. It should be easy to see. So I think just like seeing things how they are and how they look to us on the field is a big difference between the media and ourselves. And I don't think it's as easy as they may think it is.
Okay, this just in from Kyle Duggar. Football, very, very hard, and he's excellent at it. Belichick lowlights are famous here, the tapes he used to play in meetings. Can you take us to one moment where you got roasted in particular? What was the game? What did Bill say? How did you feel when that came up?
So when we played the Raiders last year, I had a play in the middle of the field where I dove down to cover Devontae Adams unprovoked. There was no reason to do so, and left the middle of the field wide open. And, yeah, he laid into me pretty good just far as, let me know that I was basically as bad as it gets, at that position, and let me know that was an awful mistake that I made. So
You're smiling, but that stung.
it hurt pretty good. I mean, good pain. I say that. I learned from it.
All right, getting close to the end. When Kyle Duggar in the past broke up with someone, how did he deliver the news?
Face to face. Face to face.
Okay, let's do it right now. We're face to face.
I mean, I ain't breaking up with you. I don't, I can't really reenact it.
Can't? Nah. Quick conversation, long one. Are you listening for a while?
Yeah, it was a long convo. I try to stick in there for every question, be authentic, but it was tough. It was real tough.
All right, we got 20 seconds. We'll skip the opponent question for later. You were named a captain today. First of all, congratulations. Second of all, you've been in a captain's meeting now. 10 seconds. Tell us one thing in there that people wouldn't know about.
I can't do that. I can't just be giving. It's a very open conversation. I'll say that. It's not like one guy and everybody just like kind of, listen. It's a very open talk. And it's I think everybody's very, very receptive in there. And I don't think most people would think it'd be like that, especially with the head coach in the meeting. So I think that's one thing people might not expect.
Well, we go over for the first time in 4-minute drill history, but that's because Kyle, as you said, likes the long conversations, whether it's breaking up with you or staying together here with me. Kyle, appreciate the time, man. Best luck on Sunday. All right, Jalen Polk is our victim this week in the 4-minute drill to wrap up another episode of Pat's Interference. He knows the drill. You know the drill. We're going to start the clock, and here we go. Jalen Polk goes to karaoke. What's the first song he's going to pick?
I'll probably pick, the song where it goes, to the right, to the right, to the right. Yeah, so it'll be that one.
Are you doing it that volume? I feel like you got to be a little bit louder at karaoke bar.
Nah, yeah, I'll be louder for sure. I like that song just because, it can get everybody up and out their seats and dancing too, so.
All right. The NFL corner you're most looking forward to facing either this season or sometime in your career is who?
I really don't have a valid answer on that one. I just look forward to going out there and competing every week with anybody.
How about the next guy, Jalen Ramsey? You looking forward to that?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. The most important lesson you've learned about being in the NFL is what?
I think weighing in correctly. And when weigh-ins come in, of course, not being late. They find you nowadays, so not saying that that's me, but that is something that you got to look forward to.
Okay. When you look across this locker room and you think, I'm the best at this, could be a game, an activity, what is that thing?
Cooking.
What do you cook?
I can cook some chicken spaghetti. I can cook some turkey necks, some oxtails. I can cook whatever you need. I got it.
Anything you need, because I was going to say I don't cook, but I make chicken, turkey, and spaghetti. But the oxtails was new. That's a curveball.
Yeah, oxtails with some cornbread, some gravy, and some rice. You good?
All right, best part of moving to New England so far?
I think the best part is honestly the people and the scenery. It's real pretty out here, especially like right now with the fall and how everything is changing. So it's pretty cool.
All right, worst part of moving to New England?
There's no worst part so far, other than. I think like there's not as many like fast foods. I don't know, that may be where like I live at, but they're kind of spread out, so you got to kind of dig and look for them.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're coming from Seattle, you got In-N-Out, and then you're coming from Texas before that. Like anything you want is probably just a 5-minute drive away. A little different here.
Yo, a lot different for sure.
You like Dunkin'?
I love Dunkin'. I've no hold off on Starbucks, but I kind of shifted away. My girlfriend put me on a drink. I think it's like the butter pecan iced coffee with cream, no sugar. It's been my go-to.
Every morning?
Not every morning, but mostly like on the off days.
All right. We got a minute and a half left. You scored a touchdown in college against Christian Gonzalez in Oregon. I know it wasn't against him, but I'm curious, when you were getting ready for that game, what was the scouting report numbers you were over there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, shoot, elite guy. So, you got to be able to game plan and prep, around guys like that because, it's going to be a dogfight when you able to line up against somebody like that.
All right, what's the wildest ask you've received, a request in the last 12 months from someone in your life? Tickets, money, you get to the NFL, someone comes out of the woodwork to say, oh, can I have one of these?
Probably like
snacks and stuff from like some of the guys in the receiver room.
Wait, there's snacks and their teammates?
Yeah. So they had me and JB go to the store and bring everybody snacks, and they'll just tally up stuff every day until we brought some stuff. So.
Okay. Sounds like rookie hazing.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more. What does Jalen Polk trash talk sound like?
Well, Jalen Polk is here right now. I think on the field is like Peasy or Monster P. So he's not here right now. You got to tune in on Sunday to see.
Wait, you have a persona?
Yeah.
Monster P.
Monster P.
Give us a little taste of Monster P. This will be the last question. We're running out of time, but like, what's that dude like?
That's all I can say.
All right, put on the mask. That'll do it for the 4-minute drill. Jalen Polk, a.k.a. Monster P, excuse me. Thank you, sir. Wrapping up some more Pats interference with the first 2-time guest who plays for the Patriots, Kendrick Bourne, doing an episode back in the summer. He's back, he's playing, and he's ready for a 4-minute drill. He knows the rules. You can't run out the clock. You just got to answer the questions. I'll start the clock. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Pop Douglas, no lie, gave this segment a 5-star review on our way out of the locker room right now. Do you think that we're going to live up to that?
I think so. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. So, starting the clock, ready, set, go. Question number 1. You share a lot of your life online. Draft parties, date nights. I know what the inside of your house looks like. It's on YouTube. What is the maddest someone has ever been at you for filming while you guys were hanging out?
Gerard Mayo kind of got mad at me for filming sometimes. Like getting off the pictures playing, going to San Fran, he was mad at me.
What did he say and what happened next?
He said, man, just get off of social media. I'm tired of you on social media.
Did you stop?
No, I didn't stop. I'm not going to stop.
All right, we're not stopping either. Question number 2. How does a Mayo team meeting differ from a Bill Belichick team meeting?
Kind of more open, more funny. Not as serious. Still serious, but not as serious.
So we've heard Bill crack some decent jokes, and especially in lowlights. What's a Mayo joke sound like? How is it funnier?
It's just I can't explain it, bro. It's just funny. You know, he's a funny person. Like he's more open in his funniness. Bill was more low key in his funniness.
Gotcha. Speaking of funny, funniest teammate you've ever had?
Funniest teammate, Juwan Bentley.
How funny is he?
He's sneaky funny. So you gotta like get to know him before you can understand.
Okay. You just spent most of the last 12 months rehabbing from an ACL. Most of that, I'm sure, sucked. What was the best part about rehabbing from an ACL?
I was on vacation early.
Like on the beach, because you were in LA.
Yeah. I was on vacation, enjoying LA, son. So that was kind of the perk of it. You know, not playing, I get to just chill.
All right. What is the teammate you would least like to Netflix and chill with your sister and then date?
Pop Douglas.
Wow, Pop again, who has been the answer to this question many times before. Why is it Pop?
I can't trust him yet. I don't know. He ain't shown me. He doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't have a wife or anything, so I don't know. I don't think he's there yet.
All right, we're going to have to get Pop back on here to answer for this because he's getting buried. Drake May's going to start on Sunday. Mm-hmm. What's just a fun fact about him that folks outside the locker room wouldn't know?
I think they know he's a good basketball player. Mm-hmm. I think they saw that. So besides that, I don't know. He's a hooper, so I think he's going to hoop on Sunday.
Have you ever seen him hoop?
I haven't seen him hoop. I only seen the highlights.
Okay. Well, what's he like in a team meeting then? Like, is he funny? We've heard he's outspoken. Just any kind of little Drake May tidbit.
I can't really say. He's not really like a jokester. He's like he talks fast, as we see like in his media interviews.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? I wouldn't know anything about that.
He talks fast. You can't really like understand him, but he's not really a funny guy. I'm still learning him, so I could come back to me in a few weeks.
You know what you need to do? You got to have him on YouTube.
I got to have him on YouTube. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Or get him some Born Blessed swag. Anyway, moving on from pimping out your stuff. When my wife asks me to do blank around the house, I can't stand it. Fill in the blank.
Take out the trash.
That's it?
That's kind of it. I can't. Sometimes, like, going to eat, if I'm super tired, she's like, let's go eat somewhere. I can't stand it. But I'll go because it's my wife. But
yeah.
So those two. Trash and going out to eat when I don't feel like it.
Smart man. We got 3 more. NFL corner, when you beat him on a route for a catch, it just feels a little better. Who is that corner?
I would say Ramsey. He's tough. I didn't beat him last week, but he's tough. It feels good because he's elite.
That's it?
That's it.
No personal beef?
No personal beef. All love.
All right, 2 more. What's advice Kendrick Bourne would have given to himself if you're talking to yourself when you first get to New England, March 2021, all that you've known and experienced since, what would you tell yourself back then?
Take care of my body. I just did bad with that first coming here, and now that I'm doing that, I feel better. So taking care of my body.
Gone out to eat less. Then again, you had 100 yards, so.
Yeah, it gets tricky. But yeah, I probably eat better, take care of my body.
All right, last 2 seconds. Your least favorite media question?
I don't know. How does it feel when you lose?
That one admittedly stinks. But this has not stunk. I think we got another 5 stars from Kendrick Bourne, boy.
5-star, baby.
Appreciate you. Pass interference out. We're making a little history here in the pod. We have our first returning guest to the 4-minute drill, Pop Douglas, who's the talk of the town right now, his first touchdown. We are going to get to that right off the top. Start the clock right now. Okay, Pop, the most random person to text you after that touchdown on Sunday?
Most random person? I don't know. I was expecting a lot of people. I honestly don't know this one. Honestly, we gotta go past that one. I don't know.
Okay, we'll circle back. In talking to other teammates on this same segment, your name has come up a lot, specifically when I ask, who's the teammate you would least like to date your sister? Let's give Pop Douglas a chance to defend himself and pitch himself if that opportunity ever arose.
I think I'm the perfect person, to date their sister. But if I had to pick somebody on our team,
No. You got to defend yourself. Why should they feel okay with you dating their sisters?
Cause I'm cool, collected. You feel me? I'm always laughing, and then I'm gonna put a smile on your sister's face. So I mean, hey, I'm here, and I was raised by ladies, so I know how to treat a lady.
All right, very good. What's a receiver in the league you like watching the most when you're looking at tape from other teams?
Tyreek Hill, man, it's a receiver on every team, honestly.
All right, there it is. Yeah. Another name that has come up when I ask, okay, who's doing the most talking on the field? Pop Douglas. Your teammates keep naming you. What does Pop Douglas sound like on the field when he's talking a little smack?
I do not talk smack, but I mean, I don't really say nothing. I let my plan do the talking.
All right, there it is. Has Pop Douglas ever cried while watching a movie? And if so, what movie?
I never cried. I might have got teary-eyed, but I never cried. It never came out.
Well, when'd you get teary-eyed?
Let me see. It'd be movies that, people... Let's see what movie. Not Gridiron Gang. That was a good one. Oh, Gridiron Gang, you get teary-eyed. If y'all watched that football movie, they was in jail and they were close with each other. And, they was on opposite... gangs. There was opposite gangs, but the detention that they was in, they had to be on the same team, and then they got close together, and then he ended up getting shot on the field, and then that was crazy.
Wow, that sounds like a surprise ending. Moving back to actual football, where hopefully no one gets shot. What was the hardest hit you've ever taken? Who was it? When was the game? And what happened next?
Probably with 49ers this year, Fred Warner. I was going through the middle, and I swear Fred Warner was looking straight at me, and he just hit me. And it didn't hurt, but that was probably the hardest I've been hit, though.
See any stars?
No, I didn't see no stars. I didn't see any stars.
All right, we got about 90 seconds left. There's some heated competition I've heard in the game room. NCAA football. I know you're playing on there. Give me the 3 best players in the locker room when it comes to being on the sticks for NCAA.
Me, Kayshawn. I say Kayshawn Booty. Let's see. Baltimore.
You all playing with your same alums? Little Liberty, LSU, and Bama?
Nah, I can't do that. I couldn't do that. That's cheating. I can't do that.
All right, 1 minute left. Give me a Drake play that most impressed you. It could have been in practice. It could have been a game. Just something you go, oh.
Yeah, before the half, the ball to Kayshawn Booty. That was a great play and a great timing.
All right, cheat day. You get to eat whatever you want all day. What's Pop Douglas gorging on?
Cheeseburger, pizza. I still eat that. So, it's a cheat day. If I cheat day, it has to be something healthy.
So every day's cheat day for Pop Douglas. Man, I wish I could look like you and have every day be cheat day. All right, one more we've got right here. I think that actually might have been it. You answered every single thing. Oh, we'll do the same thing. What's your favorite media question? Well, last time we had you on, we asked you about your least favorite media question. What's your favorite media question?
Favorite media question, something about my touchdown. Something with the touchdown. That's my favorite media question so far now. With a touchdown. My first touchdown. How does it feel to have my first touchdown?
Perfect. Right on the clock. 4-minute drill is over. Something about the touchdown. Hey, you keep scoring them. We'll keep asking, man. Appreciate you. All right, back here with another 4-minute drill. The only rule, you can't run out the clock on a 4-minute drill. The Joe Milton certainly done that over his career. First-time guest in Pat's Interference. You know the deal. We've talked about it. I think I have more questions for you than any guest so far. So we're going to try to go rapid fire here. You ready?
Here we go.
Okay, starting the clock. Number 1, if Joe Milton wasn't famous for being a quarterback and his arm strength for having a quarterback, what talent would you be most famous for?
Playing the drums.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
I feel like what I can do with drumsticks and what I learned over my life and, growing up, and also Drumline's my favorite movie. So I feel like, handling the drumsticks. I actually was playing the drums yesterday, so handling the drumsticks very well and being able to just come up with beats.
So I have about 4 minutes worth of questions off of that, but we got to keep this moving. Next one. So you came from an offense where I know you told me it was one word and go. That was the whole play call.
Yep.
You're up to 16, 17 now. How did you go from one word to 17? What were you studying like over the summer at home?
Just hearing it out my helmet. My girlfriend, Destiny, she did a lot from just calling out a walkie-talkie. I bought some walkie-talkies off Amazon, and they had some earpieces. So that's pretty much what we did. And then when we went to Fort Lauderdale with the receivers, had Pop, he called them out, and I just called out the routes. And then we kind of just lined up in the living room and kind of just snapped the ball. So.
Was that before or after you busted his hand? Because he spilled those beans on this podcast earlier this year.
I did see that video. He did spill those beans. That was before. That was like when we first got down there.
All right, let's go back to Knoxville. Give us a big man on campus moment, whether it was a perk or a party that you just looked around and said, okay, it's good to be Joe Milton right now.
Man, big man on campus moment. Sheesh, man, a lot of things running through my head right now.
You don't have to hide any of them. You can just zoom in with one good time. Could have been after a win, middle of the week, whatever it was. Big man on campus moment.
I'll say after. Sheesh, I'm gonna say after Vanderbilt game when I crowned myself after the touchdown. Everybody just started chanting Joe. So that was pretty. Yeah, it was like more of a King Joe, and that was pretty lit. So yeah.
All right, back to the play calls. Spit out right now, either from your Michigan days or if you feel comfortable enough, the offense you're in right now, just a long play call for us.
Oof. Okay, let's go Michigan days. Let's go X right 2, twin right. We got Q8, max bomb, lunge left. Yeah.
Of course, and I don't know this for a fact, he called a deep pass play because he's Joe Milton. It was a bomb, deep left. All right. Before you had your current girlfriend, how did Joe Milton break the news that he was breaking up with someone?
Just stopped talking to him.
You ghosted?
I ghosted. I'm not going to lie because the camera right here ghosted for sure.
Yeah, you and Ramondre too, disgraceful. Yeah. Can you do a Drake May impression?
A Drake May impression. All right, let's see. We gotta go, bro. Come on, man. Like, gotta go. Like, we just gotta go. But it's okay. That's me, Cole. That's me.
All right. When does he say that? That was awesome.
Usually being practice, like on like the Wednesday practice, like if it's like a go ball that was supposed to be thrown and somebody run a hitch, just because they seen it a little bit different. We'll come back. He'll come back after his reps is over, and he'll be like, man, we got to go, man. We got to go. You got to run the go ball, man. I'm trying to throw you the go ball.
Okay, speaking of got to go, we got 15 seconds. I got 2 questions for you. I can't wait to face this defense or player in my NFL career. Who is that, or what is that defense?
Anybody. I just want to show why I'm the best and why I think I'm the best.
Okay. Normally we end with what's your least favorite media question? You've been very smiley so far. What's one question you would like us to ask next time we have a big scrum, we got more cameras?
What else do I like to do other than throwing the ball deep? I always just thought about, like, media, obviously my arm is, very impressive. I was blessed with that talent, but just more about, other things that I do at the quarterback position.
All right, there it is. Next time we talk to Joe Milton, we might be talking about that and definitely a lot of the drums, and maybe we'll get another impression out of him. That's Joe Milton for Pat's Interference Podcast. We'll see you next time. Back for another big 4-minute drill with Big Mike Onwenu.
Yep.
Got the fingers up. We're midway through the season. I just asked you how you're doing. You gave me the standard, like, yeah, we're good. We're fine.
I'm solid.
Good. We're going to get you to open up a little bit more here. Ready to start the clock?
Let's run it.
Okay, number one, you negotiated your own $57 million contract this offseason. What advice would you give to the rest of us who would love at $57 million on their own?
Read into it, look at the trends, and pretty much that's all I did.
All right. The worst date you've ever been on?
The worst day I've ever been on, probably just her burping, if I remember. She was just belching obnoxiously throughout the night.
Okay, where did you go? How quickly did you leave? Did you know on the spot this is the last one? Like, how loud were these belches?
It wasn't a crazy loud burp, but it was one of them burps that you smell, and it was like, all right. After about 2, it was like, no. We finished dinner, but after that, it was pretty much that was it.
College? Or you in the pros?
This was college. College. Yeah.
Did you ever see her again?
Yeah, on campus. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear her first?
No, I didn't hear her first.
All right, we'll move on. Your proudest moment as a Patriot?
Probably really just getting drafted, to be honest. That day was really surreal. I was around my family, so I would say that. And then, like, my first game, I remember we played the Dolphins, and I was a jumbo tight end, and I got a good block my first play of being in the NFL, so that was pretty dope.
Yeah, 21-11 win, not bad.
Yeah, it was.
Very good. All right, people don't understand blank about offensive line play.
Probably, it's kind of hard to say because I would say, if you blocking good, they really don't care about you. But when you're not blocking good, that's when they say something about you. So I would just say, like, our techniques of blocking. I would say that they don't understand that.
Okay.
Sometimes what we're trying to get at.
You look like a Love is Blind guy. Do you watch that on Netflix?
No, I don't.
Okay, what guilty TV show or music do you have? Because there's got to be one.
Guilty?
Yeah.
I like everything I watch.
Okay.
Probably just the Food Network shit.
Really? Or what are you watching there?
Really everything on there. Guy's Diner, the Triple D, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dines. What else? That's pretty much it. Pretty much the Food Network or HGTV.
Halloween just passed. I would have asked you this beforehand. Are you a scary movie guy?
I on and off scary movie guy. It's not my first choice, but I like scary movies, yeah.
You ever stop watching a scary movie because it was just too much in the middle?
No, never that.
Okay, all right. The teammate you would least like to date your sister?
Probably, I don't know. We don't got a lot of bad guys, but I'm just throwing one out there. Probably KB.
Okay, well, he's a married man, so you're in luck. But why KB?
Yeah. He's a good guy, but I feel like back in the day he was just wild.
It's funny. Everyone said a receiver, so we are still perfect here.
I would just say all receivers pretty much. I wouldn't let them date my daughter.
Yeah. All right. You can block this person in life. It's a non-football person, but you get a one-on-one square-up block against them. Who are you picking and why?
My mama, because I'm going to block her ass.
Why do you want to block your mom? You want to pancake your mom? Why?
I would. Nah, no reason. But if I had to block someone, it could be anybody.
Anybody. You just get to stand there and pancake their ass. And we're gonna come back to mom. This is the most surprising answer we've ever had.
I'm joking about that. I wouldn't pancake my mom. If it was my dad or my brother, I probably would. I would pick my brother pretty much because he played D tackle in high school. So as I got into football and I played more offense, he always said he would beat me. So I don't think he would.
All right, we got two more. You played for Jim Harbaugh. Yep. You played for Bill Belichick. Mm-hmm. Give us a quick Harbaugh or Belichick story.
I'll give you a Harbaugh story. I think, I don't know when this was, but really it was just like after one of these practices, I think it was a Friday, and he was just talking about competing in a game. And we usually had like these our Friday night dinners or our meals before the game. So we have like steak and milk and like, not steak and milk together, but I'm saying we have like steak, potatoes, corn, like all that, like a cookout, a grill. Pretty much I was just sitting next to him. And he was sitting at the O-line table, and we were always just chilling, hanging out, and he was just busting open, like, bottles of milk. He probably drank about 2 bottles of milk and that sitting of eating a whole steak, some corn and a potato, and followed up with 2 cans of milk.
So what you see is what you get. We've seen Jim Harbaugh with a lot of milk.
He drinks a lot of milk, I would say so.
All right, last one. Least favorite media question?
I don't have one, to be honest. I mean, I'm an open book. Whatever you want to know. I don't know if you got a question for me, but what's your least favorite question that you dislike to ask?
I don't ask this, so that's why it's my least favorite. But anything that starts with, can you just talk about, and then blank. That's not a question. That's just
really
getting you to comment on a certain topic. That's being lazy as a reporter. Can you talk about how good this interview was?
This was a dope interview. I'll do it again.
Appreciate you. Mike on Wenham for a big 4-minute drill. Appreciate you, bud. All right, another 4-minute drill. Marcus Jones. I don't say this often, but there are certain interviews, even though you and I haven't chatted a whole lot, that I look forward to a little bit more than the rest because we got a lot of anonymous questions for teammates here. So I'm going to start the clock. We go. We can't run out the clock. We try to get through as many questions as we can. You ready?
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right. Clock starts. Number 1, if you could hit any teammate every single day in practice, who would that teammate be?
I love Mondre, but I'll say Mondre.
Okay. Number 2, you're an artist, musical artist. Yeah. Give us your best bar, the lyric you're proudest of the most in all your songs.
Ooh, in my song, that's a hard question right there. Oh, my goodness. It has to be my song?
Yes.
See you dancing in a crowded room. I'm just going to say that because that's the first lyric of one of my songs, Make It Right. So that's the one that I could think of right now.
All right. Best receiver you've ever faced?
Devontae Adams.
All right. I heard Marcus Jones hates to be wrong in meetings, about plays, anything, but you're a little quieter now when you object. How did you object as a rookie when you're pushing back and you knew you were wrong, but you just didn't want to admit it?
It was just one of those situations to where, you learn to just get coached. It wasn't to where, like, I didn't like to be wrong. It was just, like, I want to explain why I did it, but sometimes, you don't even need to explain. So you just need to go ahead and just take the coaching and just, be quiet.
Okay, that's not how all teammates remember it, but you're on the pod. We'll trust you here now. Your dad, in your house, are you the good cop or the bad cop?
I'm the bad cop. So whenever I get to see him and everything, usually I'm the person saying no most of the time. So, yeah.
All right. From an anonymous teammate, would you do a song? Would you collab with Kendrick Bourne?
Oh, with KB? Yeah.
You would?
Yeah, I would. Yes, it's in due time, so.
Okay. What's your favorite play call?
Favorite play call?
Give us the words, how it spit out. Could be offense, defense, special teams.
Okay. I'll say defense. I'll most of the time say cover 2. I love whenever that call happens because most of the time we get to play the flat, so that's less energy we have to use.
So you're looking at trap, like little quick outs. You're looking for those. Anything you get your hands on?
Whenever I can bait the quarterback, yeah.
All right, in the past, when Marcus Jones broke up with someone, how would he deliver the news?
Ooh, you can never do it over the phone.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say over the phone. How would I do it? I would prefer over the phone, but I can't do that. So basically in person and just basically tell him, hey, this isn't working out. It's not you, it's me. Something like that. So something like that.
So a cliche, but like at least you made the effort, like neutral site, you go to a coffee shop or like some bar or a restaurant?
Yeah, it would have to be somewhere like that, yeah.
Okay. All right. You texted AVP, we just learned, like an hour ago, 2 weeks ago, saying, hey, like you can get me the ball. I can play some offense. A little late in the week because that was before the Chicago game. He looks up your plays from your rookie year and says, I'll get you in against the Rams. You go in on Zebra 25. Can you tell us, to the best of your knowledge, what you texted AVP? What was the pitch you made to play some offense this year?
It was basically one of those situations to where I told him, I was just like, hey, like, I've played offense before. It wasn't like, get me the ball. It was more like, hey, I'm open to offense, you know what I mean? So that ended up happening, and then I ended up getting some offensive snaps.
How long had you been thinking about that text?
It hasn't been, I'll probably say since the off season of like,
You're a patient man.
Yeah, I'm a patient guy. So whenever it came down to it, I was just like, hey, I'm open to it, if you're open to it. So.
All right, we got 30 seconds left. 2 more questions. Post-apocalypse. Everyone's living in the wild, fighting for themselves. Who's the teammate least equipped to survive on their own?
Oh, least equipped? I'm going to say KB.
He gets roasted on this show more than any person alive.
I'm going to definitely say KB just off the fact of, like, I don't think he's going to know what to do at all. Okay. So.
All right, last one. Least favorite media question. 2.5 seasons in the NFL. You chat with us a fair amount. Least favorite media question.
I would say it would have to be when you guys usually ask what happened on the play whenever someone scores or something like that, and then you guys kind of already know, but you want to hear from our perspective. It's like, it's football. People go and score. It's good players on the other team and everything like that as well. So.
Yeah. Sometimes you give us too much credit. We don't know. We need to ask you, but other times, I'll tell you. You're right. Marcus Jones, 4-minute drill. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Appreciate it.